Hello there. Welcome to Pen Positive. This is Vinod Narayan. This week, today, let's talk about bosses. Most of us, I think many of us, would have had bosses. I think all of us would have either been a boss or been direct reports to someone. So the word boss is not something that we are unfamiliar with. How do we look at our bosses? Have you looked at your career and thought, how do I see my bosses? What would happen if I meet them? If you have worked in different companies, even if you have worked in the same company for quite a long time, you would have had different bosses. There's an interesting way I look at bosses. I consider bosses to be three different ways. One is leader. Leaders are those people who were my bosses, whom I directly reported to. But it's not just directly reporting to them, but if they have a judgment on something, if they have an advice, if they say something about the future, about the growth, about what we need to do, I kind of rely on that. I trust their judgment. I know that they can lead. And if they make a decision that is good for their team and the organization that we are working, they're leaders. Not everyone or every boss or every person is a leader. Some of them are good managers. When I say good managers, they are managers who understand that the whole idea of being a boss, being a manager, direct report, this is kind of a give and take. It's a collaborative activity. Good managers are those people who understand that, who understand the importance of the direct report in their growth or career growth. And also they know their role in the career growth of their direct reports. So it's a relationship, a collaboration that happens between a good manager and their subordinate or direct report that they build a mutually respecting, mutually beneficial, and even advising each other on what needs to be done. It's a very interesting relationship that a good manager and a direct report can have. Then I consider bosses also as mentors, but mentors are not just bosses. If I look at people that have been mentors to me, there are boss people who have been bosses to me. There are people who were my peers. There are people who were reporting to me. There are people I consider myself as mentors in some area or the other. So these are the three ways: leaders, good managers, and mentors. Now, apart from these three, there are also some other people who I know we all have worked with, probably jerks or bad managers or people who are very selfish, who consider their direct reports as just stepping stones for their own career growth. Those people also survive. We work in cultures where such people also survive. But would you interact with people who you consider to be total jerks? I have had bosses whom I considered in my 30 years of career. I probably had two bosses whom I consider as jerks. And I would never want to interact with them again. I'm not connected with any of them on social media. I don't want to connect. Even if they send me a friend request, I would make sure that I would decline. I don't know if I put a note saying that I'm not interested in connecting. But yes, some people are jerks. You cannot help it. And one more thing I want to share with you. Some people that you consider as leaders, mentors, good managers can be total jerks for other people. And that's how it all depends on how the relationship has been built. Think about it. Your bosses, where do they fall? Leaders, good managers, mentors, or total jerks? You guys take care. Be content, be pen positive, stay safe, and please be kind. Thank you.